Hi guys, it's Workson. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. Well guys, this is for both channels as usual. I wanted to add a quick little disclaimer here. And then in the background, that is my heater going. I wanted to do a video, a silly video guys. I feel like I do a lot of silly rants and videos and stuff. But I wanted to make one that is just a little bit like daydreamy. So, guys, this is gonna sound funny. I want a mansion. I want a big house. And something. I don't know, guys. I'm a very introverted person, so living with people and having a lot of people over, for example, even having people over is really like it's difficult for me to be honest, because I'm a very introvert, and which is sad. I'm actually naturally a very loud extrovert. I'm actually naturally very extroverted. I've only become very introverted within the last year. I was getting a little bit introverted before that, but I am a humongous introvert. I don't like talking to people. If I can avoid people, I avoid them. Like I am really introverted. Sorry guys, that's not even King, guys. King is sleeping in the living room right now. Sorry guys. And I'll be King's friend now because I know the neighbor dog. And King sometimes will like bark to him. I'll bark back to King because they might be barking at King and they don't know King's in the house. Yes. Anyway, guys, I'm a big introvert. I really like being alone. People think it's kind of odd. People think it's because of my history, my past, and all, but it could be. So I wasn't an introvert before everything went down. Guys, I have cartoons on in the background, and there's some cute little characters. But anyway, guys, here's just some reasons why I think, guys, a mansion's ridiculous. I could get a duplex or an apartment, and I would serve the same purpose, guys. As you guys know, if I clear my throat a lot, home, guys. I'm coming down from the world's worst cold I think I've almost ever had in my life. And it's been over 2 weeks, and I'm still not 100% back to normal. I just hope it's not another cold coming in. I'm pretty much back to normal, though, guys. So anyway, guys, I was saying, I really interrupted myself, guys. Okay, I'm going to put my hand over the back here to support it. But I don't want to. Okay, so I'm filming facing inward, so it doesn't matter. My hand's in the back here. Camera. Guys, sorry, you guys can hear the cats walking down up and down the stairs. I think it's people. I'm like, oh my goodness, somebody can hear me. I'm very, very subconscious to you guys. Sometimes this is why I like to have. Guys, a mansion just silly. We'll do a separate video on why I like to live in my own house. I have my own house if you guys are new. Hello, I'm actually a homeowner if you guys are new to my channel. I got the house like I was in a monkey's paw, the witch's claw. You guys have heard me say it plenty of times. I only got the house through an accident, which we're not going to talk about here because this is a happy video. Guys, there's only one problem with me having this mansion or even my own house going home to live. There's stairs, and guys, and I tell you guys, I am so afraid of steps. Like, I'm not as afraid of steps as I was this time last year, guys. Honestly, I did nothing but sit around and cry. When I had to go downstairs to make lunch, get meals, I hate it. I hate my stairs so much in my family home. Like, you shouldn't say anything. I hate those stairs. And if it was up to me, I would bust them out. And they're perfectly good stairs. I would bust them out and rebuild them just from everything those stairs took from me. My grandmother, my father, I hate them stairs. I want to bust them out. And I've even thought that I might actually, guys, I get me itchy, guys. Like I said, I'm having a cold still. I hate my steps going up them. Here's the problem: the steps going down to my basement is also kind of they're narrow. I'm afraid of them because I fell down them myself. So I'm really afraid of stairs, guys. Like I was telling my friend several years back, I had fallen all the way down. Once in a while, guys, I would stand up. I was fall. Last year, I fell down from the top of the stairs. I only fell a couple stairs, about 3 stairs. But I hurt my wrist. And you guys know I have a disability too. So that's another reason why this fantasy I keep talking about is it's not doable, guys. I have a disabled foot and ankle and wrist and hand. Guys, actually, my disability is actually acting up today. I have just because my nails aren't painted, no. I have a disability in my wrist, so I have a disability in my ankle and my foot on the same side. So going up and down the stairs when you have, sometimes, guys, disability is just a little bit tenderness sometimes, and like yesterday my wrist and my ankle were both hurting, and it was like no. So guys, one's a child injury, and one's from my young adulthood. Anyway, So guys, going up and down the steps sometimes is just not, I can't do it. And plus I'm afraid of stairs for a very personal reason, but you guys know about it. I'm terrified of stairs. For some reason, I want an 8-bedroom mansion. What? An 8-bedroom? We'll talk about the layout of this mansion I want. I was going to do it in this video. I have one video. Guys, I figured, it's figures, too. We'll do it in a separate video, like me getting really in the discussion of this mansion and the layout, because I already have the layout completely planned out in my head. It's ridiculous, guys. 8 bedrooms, okay? So I want a bedroom for me, the master bedroom. I want a bedroom for my dog, so King will have his own bedroom. Ridiculous, okay? And then I want a toy room for my doll room. I do have a doll room, actually, guys, in my family home. My former childhood bedroom. You know, I never actually spent a night in that room because the room was set up in my family home. My doll room was set up to be my childhood bedroom. I had a bedroom set, everything there. It's just that by the time we moved, by the time I started spending the night there and I was starting to like hang out, I felt like the house was mine a little bit, I was already 16. So I went to the master bedroom and my dad took that. I can't go video. I'll bring up old man dad, but yeah, guys, this is a big part of my life. So dad went to my old bedroom to make it fair because my brother and his wife were living in the back bedroom. So dad was like, you know what? I'm going to make this fair. And I understand, guys. There was only one of me. And my mom was physically disabled, if you guys are new to my channel. My mom was physically disabled. She had a heart attack and a stroke, and she was paralyzed in one arm from a stroke. Spoiler, dad ended up being paralyzed as well, but the house I live in also is kind of weird, guys. Not the house I live in, I'm sorry. My house. Guys, see, sometimes when I say that, I still think of my childhood home. It's like, oh, the house I live in. No. And that's another reason I'm afraid of stairs, too. It's a personal business, but I have another family member who also fell down the steps the same way my father did. Worse injury than my father did, but survived and didn't come out completely disabled because he was younger. So this has happened now several times in my family, and it seems to all be the men that I am, like, people that are kind to me. So I will not be the third Dan Check to fall down those stairs. Like, technically I am. I fell down last year. I slipped on the top steps. So anyway, guys, that's why I think a mansion wouldn't be necessary for me. Because, guys, I love a mansion. Okay, I would love, guys, and then I figured, okay, I'd have a filming room, a doll room. Like I said, my doll room would have been my old bedroom in my childhood home, which was the bedroom set up for me. It's got pink lighting. You know, the lights pink and the blinds are pink. So my father, it was his room before it was my doll room, and then it was I guess it was when my grandmother lived in a whole house by herself until she was almost 8, till she passed away, till she fell down the stairs and passed away. Anyway, so she used that room, I think, for storage, but at one point she was living in there, I think, at one point. And then before that, the room resident was my uncle. So there's still some there, even from when it was his room. It's in my doll room. So in my fantasy house, I want a nice size toy room. My dolls, animals, action figures, so they're split up between the doll room and then my teenage bedroom, which is the master in my childhood home. My family home, it's the master. So I figured I'll have a few toys in this mansion. I'll have a few toys in my bedroom, but I want to keep my toys separate in case, guys, I've had people who I've tried to date and I found out that I love books meant for, like, kids, like American Girl, which is, who cares? Anybody can like American Girl. Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, and, like, I never read Percy Jackson and Harry Potter. I did own a Harry Potter book, but you guys know I'm vision impaired, so as I was severely visually impaired, I couldn't see well enough to read it. So I wasn't able to read the books, but I think I'd like Percy Jackson. I think I would also like Series of Unfortunate Events, but I would have the books split up because, guys, by the way, none of my books are going to make it, I don't think, from my house. And my Narnia books, I love Narnia. Narnia is actually my favorite book series, by the way. So I figured if I have room in my Dolls of Animal action figure bedroom, I will have a book section too for my books, and then an age category. So then, in case I ever have a partner come over, which I don't think that's likely. I don't like guys coming into my house because I'm very introverted. You guys, I don't like even a man coming into my house, especially now that my father is not here. My uncle will kick the crap out of anybody who tries anything funny, but it's just I'm very introverted. I like my own space, like my bedroom here, this house. I like people coming into, especially at childhood home. Okay, that is my house. I'm the legal owner at my family home. I am the legal owner, at least for a while longer. I don't know what I'm doing with the house. I'm the legal owner. So if I let you into that house, I must trust you because I don't let anybody in my house. I panic. I worry about people. It is just, I've had a lot of issues in the past with like, I'm paranoid, guys. Like my friends will even tell you, I know this has nothing to do with like me getting a mansion. I will bring people over and I will say to them, let's go to Sesame Place. You guys know I like Sesame Place. I just haven't been there since I was a kid and I have a traumatic experience with Sesame Place. But I like it. I will tell my friends, what's funny? We're going to go to Sesame Place, right? And have a girls' day. We'll come home and find we got robbed. All my friends go, Borkson, what are you doing with this? And I said, I got that from my dad. So I am also afraid that if I live in a really big house, I will get robbed. I'm afraid that somebody will break in and think I'm rich and rob the place. Then I'm in here having a sleepover with my friends. So guys, let's not talk about that negativity because I don't think that would happen. Knock on wood. My family's been in the same house 76 years, okay? 76 years since the 50s, I believe. 50s since Grandpa Bob bought the house. Okay, since Grandpa Bob bought the house, my family's been in the same house for 76 years. We've only had 2 break-ins. Maybe 3. And they were all strangers, okay? And it wasn't even actual break-in. Somebody attempted to break in. And at my other family home too, we tried to break in while my mom was pregnant with Scott, who would have been my brother if he would have made it, but he didn't. Was pregnant with Scott, and a guy, young boy, broke in. Now, naturally, my dog went after him, but that's the thing. Another thing, guys. Also, that's another thing I'm also worried about with King. I call him Mr. King. I do this very, very badly all over the place, but I want to mention you guys. I'm worried about King on the stairs. Because every time King gets near the stairs, I panic and I grip on the things. And one time he fell backwards on them and landed on his side. And he was perfectly fine, you guys. I want to give King the opportunity to live. He got his second chance at life. Now it's his turn to live it out with me. So I'll go more into like the layout of the house, and I figured I'll do some extra bedrooms because I want to have sleepovers, guys. I've been told this to my friends. If I get my own house, I get back to my childhood home, I want to start having sleepovers there with my friends. Guys, it keeps fading in and out. I apologize. I went to light keeps fading in and out. I'm sorry, guys. With natural light, I'm dealing with the light up here. So, guys, I want to have sleepovers at my house. So I'll have, even my doll room, someone can sleep there, but I'll be paranoid that, they'll think I'm weird. It's my books and dolls and toys. I also want to get a studio. Guys, like I said, I'll talk about the lab. I want a studio. And I know, guys, I want a den, I think they call it. I figured the den could be like my office. We could have my laptop is actually at my family home, my house at the moment. Don't worry, my uncle keeps an eye. My uncle goes by the house every day. I have family members going by the house. I think I got that one again. We're not picking. My family comes by the house every day to check on it because, like I said, the house is in my name. So if anything, not that still, but it's in my name. So if anything happens to the house, I'm messed up because it's like all I own. So anyway, guys, so I'm gonna try and wrap this video up a little bit. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about what I want. I want to have all those rooms because I would love to have sleepovers with my friends, and I want to have parties, and I want to host. But I'm introverted. I want to have parties, but I'm very introverted. Well, see, guys, I thought about getting that big house. It might turn me back into the extrovert I was before. I became an introvert before the strokes and all that. Before I watched my father, unfortunately, have a stroke. Which is what I think turned me into an introvert, was him being really sick. And then my world just being one elderly man. So, guys, anyway, I want to have my den is my office, maybe my art room, maybe. I like to do coloring, and I like to paint, but I don't paint now at the moment. I like to do diamond painting, but I used all my diamond painting, and then I could do just maybe even have I think I would have my jewelry and makeup and stuff like that in there too. And the people do it in the bathroom. You're not supposed to have makeup in the bathroom, last I heard. So I figured we'll do that with a big backyard with a pool. I just would have to make sure King doesn't get into the pool because I'll panic if he does. Big backyard so Mr. King can run around and do his business and I don't have to worry about walking him out in the neighborhood. Then again, guys, if I'm in a mansion, we're in a good neighborhood. I could take my dog out at night and walk him. I also would personally like to get some cats as well. The cats I live with. They're personally not my animals, but I would like to get some that are. It'd be fun. I thought I could have a room, a Christmas bedroom. Not even the Christmas, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Then within each of those seasons, decorated for a holiday that's coming up. And it could be like half winter, half Christmas, or half summer, half 4th of July, and do stuff like that. And each bathroom, I want to have 8 bathrooms too, just so there's a bathroom on every floor and more than one. And then I want to have a laundry room on each floor of the house. I'm going to have a basement, and then, hold on guys, a basement, and then 4 floors, and then an attic. So I figured that would be a basement on the floor, basement in the attic, and basement in the attic, basement in the attic, basement with a bathroom, attic with a bathroom, so every room there's a bathroom. And then the other 6, 2, 4, 6, I think that would be weird, guys. I think you better not to have one in the attic. Just do the attic would be fine. The attic probably, guys, in a big house like that, I wouldn't use the attic as a bedroom anyway. And then I also want a laundry room on each floor, so you're not carrying clothes down the stairs and risking falling. Because, guys, that is literally, I don't mean to be a wet blanket, falling down the steps is my biggest and God-fearing my biggest fear is falling down the steps. So I will be putting in laundry, washroom, laundry room, a washer, dryer, and an area where you can dry your clothes things that you can't dry in a dryer. So, hey guys, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I want a mansion. And this is why. I want to be able to host parties. I want to force myself out of being an introvert. But on the other hand, as I also did enjoy living on my own. I used to cook. That's another one I want to mansion too, because it come with a big kitchen. I can cook. I can cook and house parties, and whoever my future husband is, whoever he is, can help me host parties and maybe have future children there. If I do, the dolls will definitely have to go up a room, and then whatever, guys. I'll figure it out if and when that ever occurs. Okay, guys. So I just want happiness for King and I going forward. I don't want any misery. I don't want nothing that's unhappy or hurtful or unpleasant for me or for my dog. I love my dog. He's probably the person I love the most in this world, honestly. Like, he's probably the person I love the most. I wanted to check on him earlier. He was sleeping. I check on him. Guys, I do check on him once in a while to make sure he's still breathing. It's really sad. But anyway, guys, this video isn't much too long, but I do want a mansion, and there are the reasons why. I want to host. I want to have plenty of room. I want to have a whole bunch of setup. The only issue is, guys, a bigger house is going to get more clutter, and we know I'm a clutter bug, so that's going to have to stop. But okay, guys, remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Actually, guys, this video was 18 minutes long. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Go into the bell for post notifications and tell me, do you guys want mansions? Now, personally, I can't even afford a mansion. I'm a single woman. Even when I was living on my own, like in my own house and all, I couldn't afford a mansion. I'd have to sell my house. I still wouldn't be able to afford it, but I'm going to sell it. Anyway, guys, okay, guys, I love you all. Bye-bye.